Hey everybody, Joshua Michael Ford here, and I am going to show you today how I do my Pride Colourful Rainbow Eye look. So right now I've got my eyebrows painted on. I don't have natural eyebrows anymore. I wanted to shave them off because, hey, why not? And I have got my highlight and contour set and my translucent powder all over my face. So yeah, ready to go. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Right, so first things first with the eyes, you are going to apply some of the NYX white eyeshadow base just as an eye primer, so the colours all go soft and blend seamlessly. Ugh, seamlessly, they blend beautifully. Right, so once you applied your eyeshadow base or eye primer, what I like to do is I love using the Lunar Beauty palettes, and I love especially the Cake Face White out of it, and I like to use this color to highlight my brow bones. And I love to highlight just under the arch because I naturally have kind of hooded, smaller eyes. So I love to, make everything snatched and make it look like I have work done, but really I don't. But that would be the dream. So yeah, you're gonna just apply some white just under the arches. Remember, you do different things for different eye shapes as well, like this. Right, so after you've added the white under your eyebrows, like on your eyelids, just at the top, now you can, well, what I like to do, just because we're using a lot of color, like probably put a little bit more on the lid as well, just as a kind of transition shade, because with white it really helps the colors pop and show, and intensifies them as well. As you can tell, this is not a natural makeup, so to speak. So if you're not a fan of drama, then this is probably not the tutorial for you. But if you're like me and love attention, then this will be your kind of tutorial. Right, so I'm going to bring you guys up closer just so you can see what's going on. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to map everything out, and everything's going to be a little bit crazy, a little bit unblended, but you got to get ugly before you get pretty. So, sorry. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pack a little bit of the yellow from the Lunar Beauty palette right where the contour, the top of my contour for my nose ends and my eye kind of begins. So right there, I love the color yellow for eyeshadow. I think it's a real funky, cool color. The only problem about this color is, sorry for my chair as well, it's probably making loads of annoying noises. But the problem with yellow eyeshadow for me is that it takes ages to show. So I do kind of have to, well, I feel like I have to pack on a good bit in order for it to really show, as you can see. And you can just be sloppy with this one because, you'll only go back in and do the cut crease after and make it seamless and beautiful. Right. Okay. Okay. She's just left primary school and she's about to go into secondary school. She's about to become a junior. She's about to become a junior. Fierce. Another little tip is I use the yellow from the Stacey Marie Carnival palette as well. I know they're literally the same color, but I don't know, it just with these two colors, it just makes it even more pigmented for me and makes it more vibrant and colorful, because this eye is an attention seeker, and that's what I like about it. So just to pop you guys back there, and also my arm is getting tired. As you can see, we've already started with the yellow, and now what we're going to do using the same brush, I can't remember what this brush is, but using the same brush, we're going to go in with a neon orange, if my memory serves me correctly, and we're going to apply it right in the middle of our eye and blend it a little bit softly. A little bit softly. You can tell I'm in higher level English with this grammar. Just pack it on. Pack it on. Okay. And don't be afraid to get it in with the yellow as well, because that's gonna blend the colors, you know, and not make it all patchy and disgraceful looking. So we can still see a little bit of that yellow, even though she's died down just a little bit. But we can always pack a bit more yellow on. And I probably could have used a different brush, but hey, we make mistakes, right? So yeah, okay. So then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply pink, and then a little bit of blue, and then a little bit of green, and then I'm going to do purple for like a darker smoky. Right, okay, so what I did there, just to let you know, is I used this kind of flat applier brush just to apply a bit more of the yellow, so the yellow is still very prominent, obvious. It's still there, just to show that it's still there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I like to use my black eyeshadow brushes especially for using color, because I feel like when you use white eyeshadow brushes with color, it just kind of stains everything and it just makes everything real gross. But yeah, we're not going to do that. And also, it makes it very difficult to clean your brushes. So if you want less stress, just go with the black eyeshadow brushes. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're kind of shaping the outer edge of the eye, and you know, we're kind of flicking it out just a little bit and then blending it in with the orange. And it's okay if it looks a little bit crazy. It's okay if it looks a little bit crazy. If it looks crazy, then you know you're doing it right. Well, I know I am. Okay, so as you can see, I've done that on both eyes, and I look like a very weird mole. But now we are going to add a whole lot more color to add a whole lot more dimension. So right now what I'm going to do, which brush will I'll use this one. I'm going to use another kind of fluffier though, flat brush for the blue. And we're going to put it right under our eyes here. Yeah, an explosion of color. That's what this basically is. And you can bring it up to the pink as well, because that's gonna help the purple too. Yeah. She's getting there. She's getting there. She's a little shy. Fierce. Oh wow, it looks hella crazy on the camera. But I promise you she will get there. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. I'm actually gonna bring her more into the pink. As you can see there. Come a little bit closer. Right, and so with the same brush that we used for the pink, we're going to now use this for the purple, and I'm using the purple out of the Stacey Marie palette, just because I feel like this purple is a lot more pigmented than the Lunar Beauty purple, and we want to get this corner a whole lot darker and fiercer. Yeah, see that with the help of the blue, it really brings out the purple as well, because purple's a very difficult eyeshadow to not only make, but kind of work with, I feel. I'm actually gonna shape a little bit of a crease out of it as well while we're at it. Oh yeah, see now she's really coming together. Okay. Might dip into the Lunar Beauty palette as well. Right, so okay guys, so what I've done now off camera is I've added some darker blue to my blue, brought it up to the outer corner and had fluffed it out, blended it out with the purple from the Stacey Marie palette. So as you can see, it's given me a whole lot more dimension and it's made the outer corners of my eyes darker, which we want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add green to the under eye here, and then I'm going to carve out a little half moon with the white primer shadow base that we used for our eyeshadow primer. As you can see, I tried to look for the NYX eyeshadow color palette that I usually use for my green. Sorry, that's like a weird red hair, probably from the cushions. Yeah, I was trying to find my NYX eyeshadow palette, but I could only find the green out of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I just placed that under my eyes. Just at the start there, and it looks a bit crazy from now, but just remember, be patient, it will all come together. So as you can see here, I've just applied the eyeshadow base to create a kind of contour for my eyes, and we're using the white eyeshadow base instead of concealer, which normally people use for their creases, because we want this to be white to really pop with the colors, and this is just, it's easier and it uses kind of less products in the long term, because I feel like when you're packing white on, it's just unnecessary. So all I need to do is pack a little bit of white on and then blend it out and it will be gorgeous. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and then we're going to move on to eyeliner. Right, so after you've applied your eyeliner, like so, I don't like to use a wing, really. I just kind of do the rims of my eye, just because I prefer my eyes to be a bit more rounded, but that's my preference. So yeah, after you do that, you can, just because I like my eyes to really pop, I like to use the Too Faced Diamond, I think it's Diamond Light or something. I can't remember, but it's Diamond something. It's in beautiful packaging, actually. It's gorgeous. And you just want to put it right here on the inner corner of your eye, where the white ends, just to make it really pop. Make a circle with it as well. Oh yeah, see that right. So as you can see, I've made a few changes. I've warmed up my face with a little bit of bronzer and a little bit more of contour. Took off all the excess powder and translucence powder and stuff like that. Added some lips, contoured my nose and highlighted it a bit more, and add more shimmer to the look. So now what I'm going to do is not apply one, but two lashes, and that's going to really seal the deal on this Pride look. Hey everybody, so as you can see, I have applied the lashes now, and what I have done is I have applied the smaller ones first and then the larger ones after on top, because you want them to kind of push out and feather out a bit more. So yeah, this is the complete and final look. I hope you all love it. It is bold, bright and daring, kind of like myself. Just want to say lastly before I go, thank you all for watching. Well, whoever watched, I don't know how many people watched, but I hope this has cheered you up even in the slightest during these very difficult times. I just want to say to everybody, please stay inside, don't go out unless you have to. Look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for yourself. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope to see you very soon.